up, baby? So welcome back to another video, and today we are making something different. We have something different for our channel. We are making a box upside down pineapple cake, and this cake was so delicious. So stay tuned for the full recipe. We're just going to start off with our light brown sugar, our vanilla jello, our vanilla extract, some crushed pineapple, some pineapple slices, 1 stick of butter, Betty Crocker cake mix, and we're going to use 3 large eggs. Okay, so now we're about to get started. I'm just going to take my Betty Crocker butter recipe yellow cake mix, and I'm just going to pour it all into my bowl that I'll be making my mixture with. So now I'm just about to go in with half of my vanilla jello, and I'm just gonna dump a little bit into it. So just make sure you eye your mixture. I did about half. This is gonna help with the moisture of the cake. So I'm just gonna go ahead with my 3 large eggs. Be sure that you use the 3 whole large eggs, and I'm just gonna dump them into my mixture. So I'm just gonna use a half a cup of vegetable oil. Be sure that you are using vegetable oil and not canola oil. And I'm just gonna add it to my eggs and cake mix. And I'm just gonna continue to add the rest of my ingredients. I really do hope you guys are enjoying this video so far, because this cake was super delicious and tasty. So I decided to substitute my water for pineapple juice, and I'm just going to use 1 cup of this pineapple juice. It's all up to your preference and what you like and how sweet you like your cake. See, I like mine's a little sweet, so I decided to use the pineapple juice from the pineapple ring. Gonna add a little bit of my pure vanilla extract. There's no specific measurement on what to add and how much to add. I just kind of eyeball it to make sure it's enough to give it that vanilla flavor. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and mix up all my ingredients, and I'll come back to you guys once I have everything mixed the proper way. Okay, so now that everything is mixed up, this is the consistency that you are looking for when you are mixing up your cake or whipping, whatever you decide to use. This is the consistency you should have. Just gonna go ahead with some vegetable oil on a napkin, and I'm going to oil the sides of my pan all around. Make sure that you oil it really good, because this is gonna help prevent your cake from sticking and making it easier to flip outside, because it is an upside down pineapple cake, so the cake is gonna be flipped upside down. Okay, so now I'm just going to take 1 cup of my light brown sugar, and I'm just going to make sure that when I add the brown sugar to the cup that it is flat all across. Now we're finally going to put that stick of butter that you saw at the beginning of the video to use. So I went ahead and warmed it up in the microwave to where it became a liquid, and I just added it to my pan. And I'm also going to add my cup of brown sugar to my pan, and I'm just going to mix it up, and I'm going to show you guys what it should look like once you mix it up really good. Here's the outcome of the brown sugar and butter mix. Okay, so a quick little insider. I decided to use the light brown sugar because it helps with keeping the cake light instead of using the dark brown sugar, which would make the cake a bit dark. And that's kind of not the look that we're going for. We want it to look pretty. Although it's tasty, we want it to look nice. I'm just gonna go ahead with my pineapple rings, and I'm going to add them to my butter and brown sugar. And I'm going to make sure that I place them neatly in rows, because this will actually end up being the top of the cake. Right now it's the bottom, but it'll eventually become the top of the cake at the end of the video. And we want the top of our cake to look nice. So we'll be placing them neatly in rows, evenly across. No get the answer. Question, but then no get the answer. Question, but then no get the answer. Go ahead and grab your crushed pineapples, and we're going to add those crushed pineapples in between the holes of the actual pineapple rings and in between the holes between each pineapple. As you can see, I'm pointing it out, so you kind of get a gist of what I'm talking about. But be sure not to use any of the pineapple juice, so try to use, that's already in a can. Try to use more of the pineapples than juice, because you don't want it to be too watery. So remember the cake mix that we mixed up earlier? We're going to add that to this pineapple and brown sugar mixture, and we're going to make sure we spread that out evenly across. And don't be scared to clean that bowl out. Make sure you're getting everything out of that cake mix. We not saving no product. We want everything inside of the cake. We're gonna put this bad boy in the oven for 35 minutes on 350. Y'all probably like, I wonder what she's doing here. Well, this is how we know if our cake is done. If your fork is not clean when you stick it out, it needs to be cooked a little longer. So maybe you can put it back in there for about 5 to 10 minutes. But my cake is done because my fork is clean. And now I'm just going to go around the edges, which to help make my cake slide out easier. I'm just going to separate my cake from the pan. Being that the cake is still hot because it just came out of the oven, we're gonna let it sit for about 5 minutes, maybe even less than 5 minutes. It really doesn't take long at all. And we're gonna let it cool off, and we're gonna flip it out. And this is the final look. Oh my God, this cake was so good. It is so good. I promise you, if you want to be on desserts this year at the family events, this is the perfect thing to make.